Come to a tabletop position with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Inhale, drop your belly, look up to the sky. Exhale, lift your spine and look to your navel. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, lift your spine, look to your navel. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is the first downward dog of the day, so we'll take it easy. Bending the right knee, bending the left knee, bending the right knee, bending the left knee. Now bend the right knee and keep the left leg straight. Breathing into the straight leg and switch. Breathing into the straight leg. Now bring both legs to neutral. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And lower down into child's pose. You can come here at any point in your practice. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your right leg off the mat, keeping your hips square to the mat. Foot is flexed. And switch. Bring your left leg up off the mat. Foot is flexed and the hip is internally rotated. Bring the foot back to the mat and lower down into child's pose. Exhale, downward dog. This time lift your right leg off the mat, bend the knee and open the hip, keeping the hips square to the mat. Breathing deep through the nose. And switch. Bring your left leg up, bend the knee and open the hip, keeping the hips square. Belly is in and engaged. Relax the jaw. Bring your leg down and lower down into child's pose. Exhale, downward dog. You can either stay in downward dog or you can come to the front of your mat in a plank position, or you can do push-ups. Breathing deeply through the nose. Elbows are in towards the sides of your body. Or you can always be in child's pose at any point. Lower down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Here for a few breaths. Tuck your tailbone in. The belly's in and engaged. Your legs are strong. And walk your feet between your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, relax your neck. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana, arms by your sides. Inhale, your arms overhead. Exhale, forward bend, keeping your knees bent. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Your middle fingers are turned slightly outwards, away from your body. Your legs are strong, with a hint of a smile upon your lips. Belly in and engaged. Walk your feet between your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, relax your neck. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana, arms by your sides. Inhale, your arms overhead. Exhale, forward bend, keeping your knees bent. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back into plank and lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now bring your right knee into your nose. Bring it up. Bring it to the tricep. Bring it up and bring it to the opposite tricep. Up and now switch legs, bringing the left knee towards the nose. Up, tricep, up, opposite tricep, up and bring it down. Walk your feet between your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, relax your neck. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana, arms by your sides. Inhale, your arms overhead. Exhale, forward bend, keeping your knees bent. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Right knee to the nose and up. Bring it to the tricep and up. And to the opposite tricep. Back up, bring it down and switch. Left knee towards the nose, up, tricep, up, opposite tricep, up. Bring the foot down. Walk your feet between your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, relax your neck. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, forward bend, keeping your knees bent. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right knee to the nose and up to the tricep, up and to the opposite tricep, up and switch feet. To the nose, up to the tricep, up to the opposite tricep, up, bring it down, and walk your feet between your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, relax your neck. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, Tadasana. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward bend, keeping your knees bent. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, open to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. You can stay in downward dog. You can come down to child's pose and rest, or you can do push-ups. Make sure the belly's in and engaged. We'll meet in downward dog. Walk your feet between your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, relax your neck. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward bend, keeping your knees bent. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale your hands to the mat. Step back and lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot between your hands. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale your hands to the mat. Step back and lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can stay in downward dog. Lower down to child's pose. You can rest in child's pose at any point, or you can do your push-ups. Let's meet in downward dog. The belly is in and engaged. Tailbone is tucked in. And walk your feet between your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, relax the neck. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Bend the knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward bend, keeping the knees bent. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale the hands to the mat. Step back, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back and lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay in downward dog. Come to child's pose, or you can do your push-ups. The hint of a smile upon the lips. The jaw is relaxed. Feeling a sense of gratitude for the breath. Meet in downward dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Open up to warrior one. Make sure your feet are hips width apart. The legs are strong. Belly's in and engaged. The eyes are in one place. Come off the back leg into warrior three. Hands come to heart center. Your back foot is flexed. Standing leg is strong. Extend the arms forward if this pose is easy for you. And inhale back to warrior one. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift the heart. If you have no lower back history, you can come down into humble warrior. Palms together, thumbs together. The legs are strong. Ears just right in the inside of the leg. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step back, lower down into plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, open to warrior one. Make sure your feet are hips width distance apart. Relax the shoulders down and back. Eyes are in one place. Relax the jaw. Come off the back leg. Hands come to heart center into warrior three. Your back foot is flexed. Standing leg is strong. And if it's easy for you, extend your arms to the front of the room. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior, keeping your palms together, thumbs together. Legs are strong, belly's in and engaged. Here is just right in the inside of that front knee. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale your hands to the mat. Step back, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next is side plank. So come down to a tabletop position. Place your right hand on the mat and your right knee. Top leg just goes straight over. If it's easy for you, feel free to extend both legs. Or you can lift the top leg and your top arm just goes straight to the sky. You're gazing straight forward. If it's easy for your neck, you can look to the top hand. Get ready to switch. You're bringing your left hand to the mat with your left knee. Straight leg, just straight over the top. If it's easy for you, extend both legs or lift your top leg. Arm goes straight to the sky. It's easy on your neck. Look to your top hand. We'll meet in plank and lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale to warrior two. Make sure your front foot is bisecting your back arch, looking over the fingers in the front hand. Exhale your forearm down to the thigh with your top arm going diagonally across your body. The bicep is on your ear. If it's easy for you, you can place your hand outside of the front foot. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale the forearm back to the thigh. This time the top hand goes to the sky. If it's easy for you, you can place your hand in the inside of the foot. You can take a bind if it's in your practice, or if bird of paradise is in your practice, you may head there now. Make sure your breath is louder than your thoughts. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot between your hands. Inhale to warrior two. Looking over the front hand. Exhale your forearm down to your thigh. Top arm, it makes one diagonal line with your arm to your back leg. You can place your left hand on the outside of the front foot. And then inhale back to warrior two. Exhale your forearm back to the thigh. Top arm goes to the sky. You can place your left hand in the inside of the foot. Take a bind or go to bird of paradise. If you wish to be advanced in yoga, the breath is the most important part. Breathing deep breaths, deeply through the nose. And inhale back to warrior two. Exhale your hands to the mat. Step back, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take your right foot to the outside of the right hand for lizard lunge. Bring your forearms down to the mat, or if you have a block, you can put your forearms on the block and bring the floor up to you. If you're advanced in yoga, feel free to go into flying lizard. Otherwise, you're in lizard lunge, feeling the hips open, breathing deeply through the pose. And then you can switch legs, bring the right leg back, bring the left foot outside of the left hand, lower down on your forearms to the mat, or use the block to bring the floor up to you. If you're advanced in yoga, go into the flying lizard. The breath is the most important part. Make sure you're breathing deeply through the nose. Hint of a smile upon the lips, feeling grateful for your breath. And step it back, lower down into plank. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Your tailbone in, your belly in and engaged. Walk your feet between your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, relax your neck. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana. Take a big step back with your left leg. Triangle pose is next. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Inhale, reach towards the front of the room. Exhale, bring your hand down to the floor. Use a block. With each exhale, continue to open a little bit more. Breathing deeply through the nose. The breath is louder than your thoughts. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Take a step back with your right foot. Your front foot bisects the back arch. Arms are straight. Inhale, reach towards the front of the room. Exhale, the hand down. Open up with your top arm going towards the sky. With each exhale, continue to open to the side. Triangle pose. And exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come to the front of the mat. Step back with your left leg. Inhale your left arm up. Square your hips to the front. Exhale, place your left hand down and open up to the side. This pose is called twisting triangle. With every exhale, open up to the side from the power of your legs. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, step to the front. Step back with your right leg. Inhale, your right arm up. Square your hips to the front. Exhale, place your right arm down. Inhale, open up to the side. Twisting triangle pose. With every exhale, keep opening up. Breath is louder than your thoughts. Strong legs. Exhale, look down at your hand. Inhale to rise. Exhale to the front of the mat. Take a big step back with your right leg. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hands to hips and lower down. Wide leg, forward bend. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, lower back down. Try to keep the heels of your hands in line with the heels of your feet. If your head is too close to the floor, bring your feet closer together. Breathing louder than your thoughts. Belly in and engaged. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hands to your hips and slowly rise to the top. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, come back down. Keep your palms together, thumbs together. Breathing deeply through the nose, belly in and engaged. Smooth transitions from your inhale to your exhale. Slowly rise to the top and exhale, front of the mat. Take your left leg back, bend your front knee, come off your back leg, and bring your right hand down to the mat. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders, and if it's easy on your neck, look to your top hand. Pose is called half moon. Breathing deeply through your nose, and exhale, look down. Inhale to rise, exhale, front of your mat. Switch legs, bend your front knee, come off the back leg, put your left hand down on the mat, stack your hips, stack your shoulders, and if it's easy on your neck, look to your top hand. Legs are strong and eyes are in one place. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, front of the mat. Bring your right knee up to your chest, grabbing it with two hands, one hand, or grab your big toe, or extend it for 3, 2, 1. Open it to the side of the room, looking over your opposite shoulder. Breathing deep through the nose, bring it back to center. Grab the outside of the foot and look over your opposite shoulder. Leg is strong, belly in and engaged. Bring it back to center and release. Switch legs, left leg to the chest, grab it with two hands, one hand, or grab your big toe or extend the leg for 3, 2, 1. Open to the side, look over your opposite shoulder, belly in and engaged. Bring it to the front, switch hands and twist. Take your opposite arm to the back of the room and come back to the front and release. Tree pose is next. Take your right foot up to the inner left thigh. You can place it on the calf or upper thigh, but never on your knee. Bring your hands to your heart. If it's easy for you, lift your hands above your head. Eyes are in one place. Strong standing leg. Belly in and engaged. And release. Switch left leg to the right inner thigh. Bring hands to heart center. You can extend your arms up or take your branches for tree pose. Eyes in one place. Relax the jaw and hands back to heart center and release. And inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, forward bend, keeping your knees bent. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now walk your feet towards the front of your mat. If no lower back history, bend your knees into a squat position. Hands to the ground as in downward dog. Inner thighs are connected to the triceps. Lean forward and if possible, lift one foot or maybe lift both feet off the ground. This pose is called crow. Engage the belly in this pose. Another option for crow is for your knees to be on your triceps as close to your armpits. Lean forward so your weight is on your arms. Lift your toes off the ground by activating the core and the psoas muscle. Have fun with this pose. If you fall out of it, just get right back up into it. Another option we have is side crow. You just walk your feet behind your right hand, just past the right hand. Connect your knees to your tricep, the right tricep, and lift. And eventually you'll get this. The strong core, this is just an advanced yoga pose. Switch sides, walk your feet behind your left hand and lift into side crow. Your belly is in and engaged. Strong core. Your breath is louder than your thoughts. Next is camel pose. Fold your mat in half and come to your knees and bring them hips width. Rise up with your knees under your hips. Bring your hands to your hips and push your hips forward. This is a back bend. If it's easy on your neck, you can take your head back, or if it's easy, move your hands to your ankles. Make sure your belly is in and your tailbone is down. Press your hips forward. Keep the heart up and lifted. Smoothly rise up and come down to your belly. Bring your hands to the front. Lift your arms off the ground. Your heart and your legs are all off the ground. Legs are straight, arms are straight, belly in, tailbone down. And relax, bring one cheek to the mat. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, cobra pose. Shoulders back and down, belly in, tailbone down. Breathing deep. And other cheek to the mat. If it's okay for your knees and shoulders, bend your knees and grab your ankles. If not, do cobra for a second time. Feel your legs kicking into your hands. Legs are up, feet are active, legs close together as possible. Bring your heart off the ground, tuck your tailbone in. And relax, other cheek to the mat. Next pose is called peacock pose. Turn to the front of the mat. Your hands between your knees. Fingers are pointed back towards your body with your hands close together as possible. Walk your knees forward as far as possible. Bend your elbows and place your forehead to the floor. You can shimmy and adjust your elbows down towards or below your navel, away from your ribs. Take one leg back at a time. And if this is easy, lift your head. If that is easy, lift your legs. And just come out the same way you came in. Come to a seated position with your feet as close to your hips as you can. If your knees are high, place your hands behind your back and lift into this pose called Baddha Konasana. If you have no lower back history, you can bend forward, bringing your chest to your feet. Breathing deeply through the pose. Smooth transitions from your inhale to your exhales. Reverse table is next. Feet are hips width apart, hands behind your hips, palms on the ground, fingers looking forward. Inhale your hips up. If it's easy on your neck, you can take your head back. And breathe. And take a seat. You can bring both your feet to the right. Your knees are straight ahead. Take your right foot over your left knee. Both sitting bones are on the floor. Take your right hand to the floor behind your back. And the twist is made with the left arm. With each exhale, keep twisting a little bit more, a little deeper. And switch sides. Your left leg goes over the top, your left arm behind your body, and make the twist with the right arm. With each exhale, continue to twist and open a little bit deeper. Deep breaths. The breath is louder than your thoughts. And boat pose is next. Bring your knees as close to your chest as possible. Cross your ankles, arms straight into the front. Lift your feet off the ground. And you're breathing, holding the pose, and hug your knees into your chest. You can lift for 3, 2, 1, and cross your ankles opposite side, arms open, and let it burn. Eyes are in one place. Nothing worth having is easy. And lift for 3, 2, 1, and switch and lift. Getting stronger is not easy, but it's so worth it. Breathe, stay in the pose, and hug your knees. Lift for 3, 2, 1, and back in the pose. Stay in the pose, never come out early. It's not supposed to be easy. And hug your knees, lift 3, 2, 1, and let's go again. Suffering is optional. Just because it burns, it's not a problem. We're getting stronger. Breathe and hug your knees and lift. All right, optional forearm stand practice here. Otherwise, stay with the boat pose. Interlace your fingers, whichever finger lands on the bottom, tuck it in and close your palms, thumbs together, palms together. Make sure your elbows are not too far apart. Keep your top leg completely straight and kick up into your forearm stand. Core is strong. Breathe deeply through the forearm stand. Breathe. Keep breathing. Or if you're in boat pose, keep breathing. Feel free to practice that as long as you want and just pause the video. Boat pose is where it all starts, so keep that one in mind. Having some fun with Rock the Baby. Take your left foot and hook it in your left elbow, interlace your fingers and rock the baby. Then bring your left leg around your shoulder, hands in downward dog position and lift off the mat. If it's easy for you, come into half flying tortoise, hook your ankles and bring them to the side. And your arms are in a low push-up position. Breathing through this pose, and when you're ready, switch. Bring your right foot in the inside of the right elbow, rock the baby. Getting ready to take the right leg around the right shoulder and place the hands down on the mat. Oh, sometimes you slip. And take the legs around. Come down into your low push-up position. Ankles are hooked. You are breathing and your belly is in and engaged. All right, come down into downward dog. We're going to do arm pressure pose. This one might look advanced, but it's actually really not. You can just walk forward, bring your feet in front of your hands, and just going to lift, press up into this, and hook your ankles. You guys are way stronger than you think. Attempt it. If it doesn't feel right, just come out of the pose. The next pose you may need to grab a strap for, or you can just grab a shirt or a towel. Your right arm will go up and it'll come down and it'll reach for the left hand. They're going to meet in the middle. If your hands are not coming close, you need the strap or the towel. Breathing deep into the pose and switch when you're ready. I need the strap on this side, but not my right side. So sometimes things are not symmetrical and that's okay. That's why we have straps and things to help us out. Make sure your belly's in and engaged and your tailbone is down. Breathing deep breaths into the pose. And when you're ready, take your strap and lay on your back. Grab the strap with both hands and extend your right leg up. Place the strap around your foot at the base of your big toe. Keep the leg absolutely straight and pull on the straight leg. Breathing deep. And then you can take the strap with just the right hand and open the leg to the right. Look to the opposite side. The breath louder than your thoughts. And bring the leg back to the center. Switch hands. Twist your leg over your body and look to the opposite side. Belly in. Breathing deeply through the nose with inhales, matching exhales. Bring the leg back to the center and switch the legs. So you have the strap with two hands. Make sure the foot is flexed, the leg is straight. Breathing deep breaths. Eyes in one place. Relax the jaw. And take the strap with the left hand and open the leg open to the left. Eyes in one place. Good, and bring the leg back to the center. Switch the strap with the arms and open supine twist to the opposite side. Lean over the opposite shoulder. Breathing deep into the pose. And bring your leg back to center. Set the strap aside. Bring your right leg up and over. Cross it over the left knee. And pull it all into your chest. Your hands are on your shin. Make sure your top foot, the one closest to your face, is flexed. Feeling the hip open. Breathe and switch. Hand on the shin. Bring it all in towards your chest. The foot closest to you is flexed. Smooth transitions from your inhales to your exhales. Feeling the hip open. And when you're ready, come out of the pose. And Bring your feet on the mat and bridges next. Lift your hips up, interlace your fingers under your back, and lift your hips up as much as you can, keeping your tailbone tucked in. High as you can, and relax. I'm going to do this pose again. You can choose bridge, you can do cobra, or if wheel is in your practice, go there now. Remember, tailbone is down, belly tucked in and engaged. And you can come down. You can do it one more time, again choosing bridge, cobra, or wheel pose, and lift. Tailbone is tucked in, belly is in and engaged, tailbone down, and you're breathing and relax. Shoulder stand is next. If you have neck history or neck pain, skip this. You can do Baddha Konasana, which we did earlier. If you're doing this pose, make sure you never look to the left or right during shoulder stand. If you're on the cycle of your moon, don't do this pose. If you're going to do it just like me. Lift your hips up with your hands on your hips, legs above your head, keeping a slight bend in the hips so there's no pressure on the neck. Breathing deep into the shoulder stand. Remember, never turn your head. If you're ever not comfortable in this pose, just come right out and relax. And remember to keep your eyes in one place. Relax your jaw. And the last 5 breaths can be a variation. Plow pose, halasana. Lower your feet down above your head. And remember, if you're not comfortable in this pose, just come right out and relax. And when you're ready, lower down. The next pose is a destroyer of disease. Lay on your back, push your elbows down, lift your heart up, and take your head back as far as it can go. The very top of your head is on the mat. You're feeling the opening of your throat and the stretching of the thyroid glands in fish pose. And breathe. The next pose is Savasana. It will take between 8 to 10 minutes, and it is the most important pose.